Good morning, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark and today I'm going to take you for a walk around our 2010 model Mitsubishi Outlander VRX wagon. We'll start at the front of the car. A few things to take note of. This car is fitted with factory high intensity discharge headlights. So we do have our headlight washers there as well. They do activate when we actually turn our wipers on. Factory fitted fog lights down below that as well. Really nice chrome garnish surrounding all of that. A few minor little chips that have been touched up just on our nose cone and our bonnet itself, consistent with its age and mileage. As we come around to the side of the car, you note it is fitted with factory alloy wheels, unscuffed, very good tread on our tyres, and the driver's side appears in really good order once again for its age and mileage. All of the distinctive chrome surrounds, outer door handles, the chrome trim running down the bottom and also around our window surrounds as well. Colour-coded outer door mirrors with the indicators in the mirrors as well. Important to note our rear alloy wheel unscuffed as well, so from a presentation point of view for a black car does present quite well. Not a lot of blemishes on the driver's side of the car. Really appreciate that train just driving past there. As we come around to the rear of the car, once again a few important features to take note of. It does have factory fitted reverse sensors, does also have factory tow bar as well. It does give us the ability to tow 1.6 tonne. We've got our high mount stoplight in our tailgate on the spoiler itself, and then of course the distinctive clear park lights and brake lights there as well. A few minor cosmetic marks on our rear bumper bar, just around that area, once again consistent with storing cargo in the back of the car. As we move around to the passenger side now, once again presentation quite consistent. A few minor little cosmetic blemishes that we note of just on the wheel arch there, and a couple of minor marks on our doors as well. Once again the alloy wheels passenger side as well. The rear one is unmarked, and just a few very minor little scratches on the front left alloy. The only other thing I wanted to touch base on whilst we're on the exterior of the car, being the VRX, it is fitted with factory sunroof as well, which we have in the tilt position at the moment. We will discuss that a little bit further during the video. So back around to the front of the car now. Being the VRX, it's powered by a V6 3-litre motor. So as opposed to the base model, it certainly does give you a lot more performance. At the same time, really good fuel economy, 10.4 litres combined per 100 k's. So based on the fact it has a 60 litre fuel tank, you're going to get around 570 kilometres to a tank of fuel, 169 kilowatts, 290 newton meters of torque. So certainly got the performance, but combined with relatively good fuel economy, it's going to do what you need it to do. So back around to the rear of the car now. Important to note, 4-wheel drive on demand, the VRX. Simple matter of just releasing our tailgate. We do also have reverse camera standard, which we'll touch on shortly. The one thing I really liked about this particular version of the Outlander is the drop-down tailgate. Really versatile car from the point of view we can drop that down, and access to storage is really easy. It is fitted with the factory cargo blind as well. We've got our tow bar tongue in the rear of the car, which we leave off the cars when they're actually in the yard, just to prevent theft or a broken leg. Also in the Outlander, important to note that we can drop our second row seats simply by holding onto our button there on the side, either side. They both do it. If I bring the driver's seat forward a little, it'll show you where we have the ability to, once it folds up, actually lock it in position so that we can store additional cargo if we need to. So it really opens up the whole area. So here we are inside the Outlander now. The one thing I really like about the VRX is just the level of luxury. Starting on our driver's door, you notice leather on all of our inner doors, all of our power window and power mirror switches just on our armrest there. Directly in front of that, we've got our little cup holders on the side. Driver and passenger both have those. Below that, a couple of buttons here. Stability control, we can turn that off manually if we need to. If we don't want to hear the reverse sensors beeping, we can also turn that off as well. Moving to our steering wheel, important to note, auto headlights, they will turn themselves on as dusk approaches. Auto wipers as well, so they're rain sensitive. Leather wrapped steering wheel, which is fully adjustable in height. Simply a matter of setting our position up, locking it away into position, really simple procedure. Factory cruise control settings on our right hand side of our wheel. If I want to be really picky, a little bit of wear just on the resume button for our cruise control, consistent with age. We do have paddle shift at the back of our steering wheel, which I'll touch on a little bit later when we speak about the transmission. And on our left hand side of our steering wheel, all of our audio controls and our Bluetooth controls directly below that. Moving into the center console section, once again being the VRX, it is fitted with the Mitsubishi multi-communication system, so it incorporates our satellite navigation, as you can see by the maps there. Also is fitted, as we mentioned earlier, with reverse camera. Really good clarity on the screen, which is excellent. And then of course our audio, AM, FM, if we want to load discs or load our navigation disc, simply a matter of hitting the tilt function on our screen and away we go. Looks like Vicky's been driving this car. We've got a bit of Turkish music happening. Yeah, we probably won't play that though. Directly below that we've got our climate control, air conditioning and heating. So set ourselves up. Really warm day in Melbourne today for a change, so we've got our air conditioning running on the lowest setting possible. Really quiet, you can't even detect it running in the cabin. Below that we've got a 12-volt outlet here, an optional extra in the Mitsubishi, which is just a portable ashtray. As I mentioned, our T-bar automatic, we can drive it just as a normal auto, or if we want to move it into sport mode or performance mode, we can just flick it across to the right hand side. Gives us the ability to change gears via the paddles up on our steering wheel. Also, as we mentioned earlier, four-wheel drive on demand. So we've got our knob here in the middle, just to switch between two-wheel and four-wheel drive if required. Really good function to have when the roads get really wet. You certainly do notice the difference in traction when you do select it. Behind that, a couple of cup holders, and then of course inside our console lid here, and we've got all our auxiliary points there as well. In the event that you are utilising those, you notice a small cavity at the front there just to run our cords through so that we're not crimping them. Whilst we're just here, and it might be a little bit hard to focus on them, but both front and driver and passenger seat are fitted with heaters. So when it's quite cold in winter time, you can certainly utilise the heaters in the two front seats. Full leather interior, of course, once again being the VRX. And then moving forward just to the front of the car here, important to note this car is fitted with a small cool box there. So while our air conditioning is running, we just open our vent here. In the event you want to pop a couple of soft drinks or a sandwich in that little compartment, you can keep them nice and cool. A couple of very minor cosmetic marks just on the front of our glove box lid there. Obviously just minor cosmetic things, but important to highlight. And then of course we do have the auxiliary cord standard in the Outlander as well, just to plug any of our smartphones or iPods into if needed. The other important thing, we mentioned it briefly yesterday, we've got our factory sunroof, which Mark's just trying to get operational. Let's just close it back from the tilt position, and just a matter of flicking it forward, automatic, will automatically open right up to the full open position. So you've got the option of having it open completely, or as we saw earlier when we did the exterior, just the tilt up function. In the event that you don't want either of those, just simply a matter of closing the cover and we're done. Fitted with 6 airbags, front, side and curtain airbags. This car does achieve a 5-star ANCAP safety rating, so you can rest assured your occupants are extremely safe. And last but not least, and this is the really impressive part about this car, it has been dealership serviced its whole life. So the majority of servicing has been carried out by Chadstone Mitsubishi, all the way through, right up to the current mileage. And believe it or not, you know, after having a good look at this video, you'll be surprised this car's done 174,000 kilometres. The way it presents, you would certainly think it's probably done half of that. Last but not least, very important, is fitted with a roof mount DVD, this car. So just arm the kids with their headphones, get them to whack the DVD on, and they don't bother you the whole time you're driving. So just a few key points in summary. 3 litre V6 motor, 169 kilowatts, 291 newton meters of torque, delivering us 10.4 litres combined per 100 k's. 5-star ANCAP safety rating, reverse camera, satellite navigation, roof mount DVD. It's got it all, the VRX, and a quality example too. Feel free to give us a call on 99070555 for any further assistance.